Good afternoon, everyone. Hey guys, this is Bruce Marshall from Simpler Trading with the nightly video update for Wednesday, September 1st. Happy September. It seems like this year is flying by and we're already into September and we'll be heading into the end of the year pretty soon, I suppose. But the market just keeps on going and going and going. Energizer Bunny, and it's looking pretty good. Today we had a little pause, I should say, and not much. I mean, we actually, I'm looking at the S&P right now. This is the ES, but I'm looking on another monitor at the S&P. We're actually up 1.41 at the close, $1.41. The S&P, or excuse me, the ES was up 3 on the day. But anyway, um, we came into the day. This is where the ADP numbers. I was looking at ADP numbers before the open, and the numbers were supposed to be. Let's see, they were supposed to increase by 500,000. They came in at 374, so they were light, very light. They came in. So down here, and we got a lot of chop for a while, and then we took off. And I'm looking at this. You see this? That's a voodoo line, that white line right there. We were all over, in the overnight session. So I thought this would be pretty easy to come back up and, and tag that and maybe get through it. Because I'm still looking for 45.50 up here on the upper side. And instead, we rolled over and came down, took out the low on the day. We hit it right there and bounced, and then came back down, took it out. And I did have a lot of support down here, and I had timing for a low right here off of Carolyn's work and the Fibonacci Queen and the Fibonacci Princess in the Fibonacci room. I use their charts a lot during the day. They really help a lot. But anyway, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And so I want to start here on the ES and just give a quick, snapshot of what's going on in the market. Let's go to a little longer time frame. 10-day chart here, and as you can see, I mean, when we had this flush down here, 43.75, and it's been, nothing but net pretty much all the way up. Snow line right there, 45.42. Again, this is ES, and and once we hit that, we did fail off of that, came back up, retested it again, kind of failed, tested it again, kind of failed. So typically on the third or fourth bounce, you'll get through it. And so I suspect maybe it's tomorrow, maybe it's Friday. We have payrolls on Friday, non-farm payrolls. So maybe we jump up there on Friday. I'm still looking, for higher prices here, and I'm saying that kind of very, very cautiously. Let's go out here to, let's say, a 1-year chart. And as you can see, we've been talking about this. If you've seen any of the videos that I've done, bullish, 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 buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. And now we're running into here, and I'm starting to kind of change my tune a little bit. I'm not as gung-ho by the dip here at this level. I think we're past earnings, we're past Jackson Hole. We probably don't have much more Fed news coming out anytime soon. We are coming, this is obviously September, we'll be coming into October pretty soon. So I'm going to be a lot more cautious up here. And I think at some point, and maybe this is it, 45, 42, 45, 50, maybe it's 4,600. I think we could, maybe start doing a little more consolidation, maybe like this, maybe we come back down here and just chop around for a while and kind of figure out what we want to do. I'm not yet seeing anything like this, although that has started to kind of creep in my mind. That was not even a factor over the last, probably 3, 4, 5 months. Really hadn't even thought about doing any kind of black swan thing, but now with Afghanistan, China, with the dollar, with crude oil, with COVID, new variants coming out, potential shutdown, lockdown stuff this fall. It's starting to kind of, maybe we have something deeper. There's a fire line right there. Maybe something deeper I don't know. I haven't done anything yet. I haven't put any money on anything, but I'm sure thinking about it a little more and more the higher we go. And I've been kind of waiting to get to 45.50 to really start doing some homework and sharpen the pencil and look at some things. Maybe we do a downside butterfly that gives us a great risk reward. Maybe we do a diagonal or a calendar on the downside. Maybe a simple debit spread or something like that. And we'll look at that as we get a little bit closer, and maybe even into Friday this week we may set something up. And I'm hesitant to do that, because if you had done that all along the way here, you would be wrong, and the bears just get smoked on these just sharp reversals right here. One day down, and then the next day is up here, and just keep going. One day down, straight up, and we just keep going. One day down, straight up, and we keep going. So yes, that could happen. We could come back down here and then straight up and keep going again until the next one, and the next one, and the next one. That's the way this trend has been. So we don't want to get too gung-ho about doing that, but we're kind of getting at a place where all is not well in the world, and people out of work and restaurants and businesses, closing down, all that kind of stuff. We know that it could, I'm seeing every day new problems with COVID and variants and all this kind of stuff. So that could spur us into, something else again. So just be aware of that. Also, I've been taking profits a lot. Taking profits when you have them. And doing trades with small risk on the downside and things like that. So just be careful and be nimble in this market. I've been doing more scalping in and out than long-term kind of stuff. So that's the plan. We did not in the ES. We did not hit a new high today in the ES. We did hit a new high in the NASDAQ. Check this out. 15,698. What's right above us? Snow line is right there. Again, these lines are voodoo lines based on Elliott wave. They are pretty powerful. Most of the time they're pretty accurate. I could see us failing from this level here, 15,785 on the NQ, but we'll see. I mean, on the other hand, Amazon looks great, Apple looks great, Google, etc. Netflix, you guys see Netflix straight up, and so it looks good. So I'm becoming more concerned about some potential flush down on the downside, and also some more hedging. And because what I'm thinking is next time it might not be this, it might be this, or this or this. So we could get something more meaningful down here and faster too. So be careful, just be careful out there. The last one is the RUT. I'll just do the RUT instead of RTY. Chop, chop, chop. I mean, this thing has been great for selling premium around. Kind of the same way. I am not gonna try to get all long here. I think this, we're right up against the snow line, and we could fail. Now we've just been in some pretty serious chop. So, I would generically say, we kind of look in this range, probably more in this range. But again, we'll see. I don't have anything on the RUT right now, but I'm watching it pretty closely and looking for an entry. I just don't see anything yet. So that's what I've got for you. Nothing too exciting. Just we continue to look higher payrolls on Friday. We'll see what happens. We've got a long weekend. Maybe people take some chips off the table before a long weekend. So be aware of that. We might hit 45.50 tomorrow, and then I'm not expecting good payroll numbers. They're probably going to be weak. Maybe we sell off into Friday or something. I don't know. It's just I'm looking at the charts and all the things I normally look at, and nothing is really convincing me either way. So, when in doubt, just don't, right? Be careful. So that's what I've got. Hope it helps. Hope it makes sense. And I will see you guys at the next update. Jump in the rooms for us, in the bias room or the main room, and we'll look at trades on each day we put on new trades and look at trades and setups and things like that. But again, just be cautious out there. So thanks for your time. I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Without simpler trading, I could not have financial independence.
This is one of the best investments I ever made in my life.
It's helping me find consistency. It's one of the things that won me